All right, what's up, everyone? We'll just wait for people to get into the stream here. We're going to be answering some questions, Amazon FBA, passive income, how to make money online. We're going to go for like half an hour here probably, so let's just see if this is working right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? Xantox YT. How do I pop up the chat? So yeah, any questions you guys got? Amazon FBA. Is the stream good, by the way? I think it's good. I tested it before. All right. What's up, everyone? So you feel free to ask any Amazon FBA questions. If you guys are struggling with anything on Amazon FBA, if you want to know how to do how to private label, anything to do with private labeling, then go ahead and feel free to ask. Okay, got a ton of people in the chat right now. What up, what up? All right, how long till we can't order anything from China? Right now they're in Chinese New Year, so it's only gonna be a couple weeks. It's not as big of a deal as everybody makes it out to be. They're just gone for a couple weeks, so that's it. Should I do jump send or viral launch? I'm about to launch. Honestly, do both. So jump send, do like the deal, do like a 40% deal or something like that in the deal section. That's what I do, 40 to 50%. And you can do viral launch for your giveaway. It always works. You pay them like $400 and they rank your thing on page 1. All right, patents. So someone says, Matt Sane says that seems like everything has a patent. Not everything has a patent. There's a lot of things that don't have patents. You just have to, go on Google Patents and check what has a patent. Type in the product that you're thinking of doing on there, and you'll find if it has a patent or not. Stream excellent, awesome. I'm glad to hear. I'm doing it on this new Mac I just got, so I think it's a lot better now. Have I tried viral launches, product discovery? Actually, no, I haven't. They reached out to me to like promote their product. And honestly, like I've never, I'm happy with Junglescout. Like it works great. I've always used it, and like I think it's the most popular one out there. So, and a lot of you guys are already using Junglescout. So why would I start promoting something else, right? Dan, how many products does one need in their store to be 6 figures? Well, honestly, so if you break down 6 figures, so 100,000 a year, if you break it down, it's about 8,000 a month or something like that. In profit. So we're talking about profit. So 8,000 a month. I would say realistically, like you can definitely have that from one product, but 2 products for sure. If you have 2 products that consistently sell and, together are making 8,000 a month profit, that's not, that's 6 figures right there. So all it takes is 2 products, maybe even 1 product, right? So do you need to trademark to private label? No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need to trademark anything. What up, Brad? What sites would I recommend for packaging design? So actually I designed my own packages. So I use a site called canva.com, but if you can't, and it's super easy on there, but if you can't, if you need like a more complicated design, then just outsource it. I would recommend Fiverr or Upwork, the classic outsourcing websites. Was my first product successful? No, it wasn't. There's a video on this channel about my journey. I think it's like exactly how I went from 0 to 30,000 a month on Amazon. If you guys watch that, you'll see my first product was screwed by customs, but eventually, you keep going, you persist, and you get to success. When will sales begin to raise again? In my experience, I would say it's January 19th. So within the next couple weeks. I mean, right now they're everybody's making money, everybody's selling. So, is it possible to go 0 to 6K profit within 2 months of purely FBA? Yes, yes, it is. I would say if you have the right, if you have the right steps, if you have the right formula, if you take a course, if you have a mentor, then yeah, why not? If you're trying to do everything on your own, it's going to be harder. It might take you much longer than that. So coupons aren't verified. Is it worth to do it? So with coupons, guys, remember with coupons, if you're going to do like coupons for your giveaway, so like a 97% off coupon, you're not doing it for reviews. You're doing it just to get that sales velocity, just to get people to just to get your product to rank on the first page. You're not doing it to get reviews. If you want reviews, do PayPal reviews. All right, because PayPal reviews, if you actually get them to buy the product without a discount and you reimburse them on PayPal, then it's a verified review. So someone asks, what are all of my sources of income? Obviously Amazon. Honestly, the biggest thing is obviously my personal brand. So Amazon FBA, my personal brand. So YouTube channel, the course, affiliate marketing. I'm getting into Shopify soon. So I'm probably going to start promoting that on my channel. I want to start like a Shopify store for my personal brand, not like, a random Shopify store, but how much time from when Amazon receives your product till when it goes live, until it goes live? So actually, when it gets into the warehouse, I would say between like 3 and 4 days, maybe 2 and 3 days if you're lucky, because when they get the product, they actually send it out all over the, if it's the United States, so they send it out all over the U.S. And then you have to wait until they like distribute the product, and then eventually it becomes active. So actually, it's in reserved for the first couple of days when they get it, and you're kind of stuck, and then it goes into your active. How long does sending money on PayPal take? It's instant. If you're in the course, by the way, and you haven't been accepted in the Facebook group yet, it's probably because the name that you used isn't the name that you used in the course. So I'll get to all of that today. There's a lot of people that try to get in the course group that are just randos, like they haven't bought the course. So I mean, I have to like filter it out and stuff, but I'll do that today. So don't worry about it. Have I had a 100K profit month, including all sources of income? Yes, in December. In December, it was more than 100K. But guys, online, the more you earn online, like you realize it's not, if you could do, like if I could do this at this age, then I think I'm not working hard enough, because, if it's possible at this age, like I'm 21, I'm about to turn 22. If that's possible, if a 7-figure income is possible at this age, which I had no idea it was, I'm not working hard enough. That's how I see it. What's a good source for PayPal reviews? The Facebook review groups, they're called like FBA Deals and Reviews. That was an amazing one. And I think they closed it. I don't know why sometimes these Facebook review groups, they disappear. But FBA Deals and Reviews, make sure that it's for your marketplace. So for USA or whatever. How long does Amazon take to pay you? So basically, when you get the money, when you get like customers buying your product, you have to wait until, I think it's like, what's the refund period on Amazon? It's like 14 days or something like that. I don't know. But you got to wait until they can't refund your product anymore. And then Amazon holds it for a little bit longer than that. So usually I would say between 2 and 4 weeks, when you actually get your money from Amazon. But, when you're consistently selling, it doesn't really matter, because you're getting paid month to month. You're getting paid every 2 weeks. Consistently. It's only at the beginning. It's like when you get a job, right? At the beginning, you got to wait until you actually start getting your paycheck and things like that. So okay, this is a good question. What's most important for me before jumping into a new product? I would say the profit margin. If the profit margin is above 50%, that's a good sign. Also, if it actually, like if it's not some gimmick, or if it's not like a trending thing, like a fidget spinner or whatever, I'm just using that as an example, then, reading these comments. But yeah, that's the most important thing. Profit margin. So above 50%, you want above $10 profit per unit, because it's easier to make money that way. And a product that actually solves people's needs. So don't sell random stuff. And also, make sure that it's not patented. Make sure it's not seasonal. Make sure it's not trending, gimmicky, anything like that. Just make sure that it's something decent, So how much should you give away on initial launch? I would say, okay, so basically there's a whole formula, like I talk about in the course, and I think on this channel there's a ton of videos covering product launch specifically, but basically, you got to look at the person on the bottom of the first page. So let's say, the people at the top of the first page are selling like 1,000 a month, and the people at the bottom of the first page are selling like, 300 a month. So what you do is you got to figure out, to get on the first page, you got to give away for 3 days, 3 or 4 days. I would say 3 days is fine. It's worked all the time for me. For 3 days, you got to give away more units per day than the people at the bottom of the first page. So the benchmark is 10 units for 3 days. That's for like medium, non-competitive niches. If it's a competitive niche, might have to be 25. So When you pay for PPC, do you automatically go to the top for that keyword? No. So it all depends on your bid on PPC. If you're bidding high, like if your suggested bid is like $1.50 and you're bidding like $10, then yes, you will get on the top of the first page. But you know, your ad budget is going to go away quick. With the correct launch, could I stay on page 1 if there was only, wait, sorry. With the correct launch, could I stay on page 1 if there are only a few under 50 reviews? The rest are, yeah, absolutely. Am I still accepting people in the course? Yes, I am. The link for the course is in the description below for the Amazon Freedom course. I'm going to be posting up some student testimonials probably within the next week or two. It's just been a little difficult getting people to, you know, with like the time zones and the interviews and whatever, the times, but I'm working on it. When would I consider getting an LLC? So actually, I covered this in the course, but I'm going to talk about it right now. So basically, I would recommend just, okay, this is what you guys got to focus on. People worry too much about details like LLC taxes before they even make their first dollar online. You got to focus on making your first dollar online. So, you know, at the beginning, you're starting just without anything, no LLC. You're basically a sole proprietor. So just, you know, it's completely legal. Just start, you know, and try to make your first $1 online. Try to make your first sale. Try to make your first $10, you know, and then grow it, right? And then once you're making, I would say $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, then, you know, definitely get an LLC, or if you're in Canada, get incorporated, or whatever business structure, you know, get an actual business. It's not a lot of money. You can do it online nowadays. In America, I don't know, I think it's like $200 or something like that, $300. In Canada, it was like $600. So how's the weather in Arizona? It's absolutely beautiful. It's like right there. It's like, I was just outside reading. It's amazing. In Fahrenheit, I think it's like 74 right now outside, 73. If someone on Fiverr designs the box, who puts the box together and puts the package on the box? Yeah, your supplier does that. So you just send them your box design and then they'll do everything for you. Is a 700-piece test order enough for my first initial product launch? Yeah, absolutely. 700 pieces is a great first order quantity. Is Amazon FBA a guaranteed way to make, this is a good question. Is Amazon FBA a guaranteed way to make passive income that eventually turns into financial freedom? Okay, so this is like a there's a lot of answers to this, all right? Nothing is guaranteed, right? But Amazon FBA works. It works for me. It works for a ton of people. There are people making 100,000 on there a year, $1 million a year, you know, 10 million a year, whatever. It works. That's the point of this. So if something works, like logically, if something works, what is stopping? And all human beings are equal, right? No human being is inherently better than someone else, right? So if Amazon FBA works for someone and someone is making 10 million a year, what is stopping you from making 10 million a year? Let's just say, I'm just saying 10 million, whatever number, plug the number in. What is stopping you? Nothing. You're not, you know, that person isn't better than you. They're not, you know, they might be smarter than you or anything like that, but all this knowledge, all this specialized knowledge, you can, you know, you're watching all these videos on my channel, you know, you can get this all online. It's the internet, right? It's the beauty of the internet. You can get everything online nowadays. So yes, it's definitely possible. And financial freedom, well, it's very easy to get financial freedom because all you need for financial freedom, all you need is double your essential living expenses. So double that per month passively. If you got that passively, you've got an amazing life, guaranteed, because you can travel, you can do anything you want. Let's say your essential living expenses a month are $3,000 a month, right? I know for most people it's lower than that, but let's say it's $2,000 a month. So you just need to figure out a way to make $4,000 a month in profit, and then you're financially free because you have, you know, half of your money goes to your essentials, and then the other half is for traveling, whatever you want. So there you go. So yes, absolutely. And it's not only Amazon, guys. It's affiliate marketing, Shopify. There's a million ways to like skin a cat, as they say, right? So, Dan, how do you know the dimensions of the package design you need to give to your freelancer on Fiverr? You need to ask your supplier like what the dimensions are, and they'll tell you because you have no idea. At what point do you recommend switching yourself from a sole proprietorship to a corporation in Canada? Like I said, when you're making, when you see your first $1,000, when you see your first $2,000 or a couple thousand every month, it's been maybe 2 or 3 months, then definitely get a business because you're going to have to start paying taxes. Let's see what other questions we got here. Hey Dan, what are some proactive steps to take while waiting on product shipments? Okay, so with Amazon, it's a waiting game, as you've probably seen. So you found your product. Okay, you can be doing. Here's some of the things that you can do. You can do more product research to figure out like what other products you will be launching in the future, but make sure that they're related to your first product, right? So, but also the thing is, don't do work that you don't need to be doing. Like, don't do endless product research just for the sake of doing product research. Like, don't do that. There's no point in doing that. I would recommend, honestly, like just watch like entrepreneurial videos, like obviously watch my videos, watch, you really need to get into the mindset, because if you start making money and if you actually make this work, then you need to make it sustainable, and you won't make it sustainable if you don't have the mindset. So just, read books. Like I moved here, first thing I got was a bookshelf, like a big bookshelf, like just read books, okay? Books really help you out when, nowadays when it's hard to get a mentor and things like that. You need to start reading books like entrepreneurial books. Like here's a couple I'll throw out there: Think and Grow Rich, Millionaire Fastlane. I've always like preached these books, Unscripted, because then it really puts your mind, it gets your mind out of the whole 9-to-5 slavery thing, and really gets you into the zone. It's like instead of trading your time for money, figuring out a way to live your dreams and to actually make money without having to slave away and work a job. So that's what I would recommend. Due to the Chinese holiday, so Chinese New Year, the responses have slowed. Would you suggest sending requests and holding off until after the holiday? Yeah, why not? Why not? How can a student get in touch with you privately? On my Facebook. If you're a student, you can message me on my Facebook, and then for mentorship, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you got. Do I get a lot of refunded items? No. Honestly, it depends. If your product is, I've had like one product that had some issues, but they were fixed later, like some shipping issues. If your product has, if your customers aren't, there's issues that keep happening with your product, you're going to get a refund rate. If your refund rate is too high, Amazon might actually shut down your listing, but that's only if everybody's like refunding it. So no, in general, no. Okay, this is a good one. If I have ideas for a product that differ from what I've seen on Alibaba, how hard is it to work with a manufacturer to make something new or different, and how much does it cost? So here's the problem with introducing something new, right? So this is real entrepreneurship. However, okay, you have to understand, like, what's your goal? Are you trying to innovate and really, do something like that? Or are you trying to get financial freedom for yourself? If you're just trying to figure out a way to make passive income for yourself and, get closer to, time freedom, being able to travel and things like that, and whatever, like buy whatever you want, then you need to basically copy what works and just remix it. That's what you need to do. You don't need to be innovating. You don't need to be, trying to come up with this brand new design on Amazon. You really think, the thing with that is you really think that nobody else has thought of this design? We've got 7 billion people in the world. Like, somebody already thought of your design, and there's a reason that, probably it's not on Amazon yet. So I'd recommend just find a product that's, that sells, and just release it, create a brand out of it, and brand it super well. Have social media for it, ads, all that stuff. Amazing listings, PPC, you got it. Someone says, can I pay for mentorship if I didn't take your course? The thing is, no, because then I would be, I'd have like half my channel would be doing that, and I'm trying to dedicate my time to the people in the course, and I appreciate that you want to do that, but that's why, the course, it's $497. It's got the mentorship included. I think that's more than a reasonable price, for having me as a mentor and all the content in the course. The course is, I don't think there's anyone else that put more effort in a course than me, because I'm trying to really, give people, a good value for their money. So, and really maximize people's chances of, through my experience on Amazon and what I know, really maximize people's chances of making this work for themselves. So, okay. How do you combine 2 products from different manufacturers into a bundle to sell on Amazon? So this is what you do. So let's say you got your 2 products, you got your 2 suppliers. So this is supplier 1 and supplier 2. I'm sorry if it's inverted for you, but supplier 1, supplier 2. What you do is you tell supplier 1 to whatever, you give them your logo and whatever, and then you tell them to ship it to supplier number 2, and then supplier number 2, you tell them to put it together in one package, and then your supplier number 2 ships it out to the United States or wherever you're selling. That's how you do it. But you gotta, you really have to have a good working relationship with your suppliers for that. So basically you give your supplier number 1, supplier number 2's address, right? And supplier number 2, you tell them to ship it to Amazon. Do suppliers ship out during Chinese New Year? No, they're like completely, shut down. That's the problem with China. Like a couple of weeks, they're just like, they've got their holiday and that's it. Do people on 1688 only sell to Chinese suppliers? They don't care. But the problem is that they don't know. They have English issues. They don't. They only know how to speak Chinese. That's why on 1688, when you contact them, that's why I don't recommend using 1688 for like actually finding a supplier on there. Use 1688 to show you what the real price of the product is. That way you can use it as a negotiation tool with your Alibaba supplier. If the product is in the smoking category and Amazon deletes your listing, can you just switch the name of the listing, then it'll be up again? Well, theoretically you can, but it's not only the name. So it's the bullet points, it's the keywords. That's how the Amazon system defines these things. It's the keywords. So you have to be careful and you have to avoid the keywords. Obviously this is against TOS and eventually you will get caught, but if you've got inventory stuck in there, that's what I would do. And that's the thing, like don't sell restricted products from the beginning. That's why you always want to make sure that it's not patented. Oh, someone's ripping it out there. Yeah, you don't want to make sure that someone's selling patented products, restricted, all that stuff. Just not worth the effort or the time or the money. Do I suggest Facebook ads for private label items or Amazon PPC? Start with PPC and then after that, start doing ads once you have income coming in from your product. I mean, Facebook ads. On the long term, is this business going to be alive? Yes. Right now is like, I would say right now, in the lifeline of Amazon FBA, I would say this is like the very, very beginning. This is the first 10%, the first 20%, I would say, maybe even the first 15% on the timeline. The brands that people are building right now are these people are going to be secure for the rest of their life. Someone asked, what made me choose to move to Arizona? The weather. And also, so for a Canadian to move to, a warm place, it's either Arizona or Florida. Florida's too humid, and, I've been there so many times. Arizona, I haven't been here, but I knew I kind of, I wanted to do the desert thing, and also it's close to California, and I go there a lot and go to the ocean, so it's a perfect place. Love it out here. It's incredible. Would I recommend using a line of credit to fund product launch? It all depends. It all depends on if you have, let's say, are you doing this without a course? Are you doing this with no mentor? Are you doing this blindly? Then no. But if you're doing this with help, through a course or through a mentor or whatever it is, and your interest rate on the line of credit is low, so if it's below, I would say 5% yearly, then yes, I would do it. But you got to be careful. You're taking on debt, right? Someone asked about selling hunting and gun equipment. I think you can sell that stuff. Just you got to be careful again because all this stuff is, with Amazon, they're gonna remove your thing if it's sketchy. If it's a sketchy kind of product, they're gonna remove it. That's why you can call them. And you can always ask like, hey, am I able to list this thing? And you give them the ASIN of your competitor. How do you get ungated in categories like pipes? Don't sell pipes. Don't sell pipes. Tanner J. Fox just made a video about this. He's the other Amazon dude. I'm sure you guys know him. He just made a video on what products not to sell. And one of the products was pipes, like smoking. Don't sell anything like that. Best option for freight forwarder. So personally, I don't use Sea Shipping, but the #1 Sea Shipping forwarder, and by the way, I'm not in no way affiliated, that I know of is Forest Shipping. So you can just Google them. You can fill out a quote sheet there. I'm sure they're the forwarder for many sellers. Because with air shipping, you don't need a forwarder. You just use your supplier just ships it DDP to the Amazon warehouse. Let's see how long we've been going for. It's been like 25. We'll go for five more minutes. Someone asked, what level of mentorship do I provide with the purchase of the course? So, okay, this is the mentorship with the course. A lot of people ask this, all right? So basically, you get unlimited access to me, not to a support staff, not to random people, to me. You get unlimited access to me. However, obviously I've got a lot of students. I try my best to answer quickly. You get unlimited access to me through my Facebook chat. So my Facebook chat, And yeah, I prefer to keep it to my Facebook chat. Some people do Snapchat, Instagram chat, but you know, chat. And then I answer. I try my best to answer, but you know, you'll for sure get an answer within the day for sure. So and it's unlimited. That's the mentorship. And I wanna, you know, the reason I, you know, I can just hire a support staff. I can just hire a bunch of random people, you know, to talk to students and stuff. But then you know, what would be the point of buying the course? Like, obviously you get the information, but you need that mentor, right? You need the mentor. When I was starting, it was hard for me to find a mentor, right? But the way that I found mentors was through courses. So yeah. Am I still taking students? Yes. The link for the course is in the description below. If you want to join the course, it's going to be the best asset for you guys if you guys are starting to sell on Amazon. Is it profitable to sell on Amazon Europe, like Germany, France, or Spain? Yeah. Not a lot of competition and growing markets. So you can definitely make a 6-figure income there as well. How many people are in the course? There's about like 700 right now. I think there's like 750 or something. I think 500 in the Facebook group, because not everybody joins the Facebook group for some reason. But how long do I spend working on Amazon a day? Not a long time at all. Maybe like an hour and a half, an hour. It's just once you actually make your listing, once you actually make your listing, you do everything, you launch it. All you got to do is keep it in stock, you know, and that's it. So unless I'm doing product research and things like that, then not a lot of time. Let's see, who else? When Amazon starts selling marijuana in Canada, when they legalize it, I don't think Amazon's going to sell marijuana and ship it prime, no. But that'd be cool to see. Luke says, you're the man, your course is hands down worth it, no doubt. Awesome, man. I'm glad. Tried my best. What's the absolute first thing you should do once you launch your product on Amazon to get it going? So okay, did you already launch it? Did you already run the giveaway? You need to get reviews. You need to get reviews. If you don't have reviews, you're not going to sell. Nobody wants to be the first to try out your product. People want social proof. How you get social proof is you get reviews, use Facebook review groups, use friends or family in the marketplace. So like in the United States, make sure you unfriend them, have no connection online. That is how you get your reviews. How long will mentorship last for? Unlimited, forever. Forever. Are baby products a good niche? Yes, they're really good. You know, and there's been a lot of opportunity in baby, right? There's a lot of opportunity right now and in the past month. So, Dan, can you talk about taxes with importing and selling using a company? Okay, so there's two different answers to this. So the first answer is taxes when it, you know, customs taxes. So customs, depending on the country, if it's the United States, I'll use that as an example. Basically, when you import something, it depends if the value of your goods is like above, I think 3,000 or 2,500, you're gonna get charged customs fees and you have to pay them, right? They're not a lot, could be maybe 100 or 200. But if you talk to your supplier and just tell them, hey, like, how do we reduce the customs fees? How do we work on that? They can reduce the value of your product, so they can make it seem as if it costs less, and you basically pay no customs fees. And for, by the way, for the business taxes, you just need it. That's like, you know, it's the same thing as having like, you know, a gas station or a grocery store. It's like the same thing as having any business. You got to pay your taxes, your corporate taxes in the country that you live in. So in the United States, that could be 30%, 40%. In Canada, they're a lot less. Oh, someone asked me about, okay, he asked me, how close are you to buying a sweet ride? So basically, this is the plan for the car, okay? Because the car needs to be bought for marketing material, and I can definitely afford it right now. So the problem with the car is that because I live in Arizona, and I have to move out of here back to Canada. I'm moving to Vancouver in April, May. You know, because as a Canadian, you can only be here for 6 months out of the year. As soon as I get back to Canada, I'm gonna buy either a Lamborghini or an Audi R8 V10 Plus. So we're gonna see as soon as I get there in April, because I can't buy it here because then I'm gonna have to export it to Canada. So for now, I've got a Harley coming in. That's just for fun though, like a crazy ass like Harley. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, the super nice car is gonna come April, May, probably an R8 V10 Plus or a Lamborghini, probably Huracan. So that's the plan with the car. I wish I could literally walk into the dealership right now and buy it, But it's stupid because in a couple months when I have to move back to Canada out of the United States, I'd have to pay insane export fees. I'm not doing that. So yeah. Okay, someone asked, can I get the course and split with friends? Okay, technically, there's going to be no other person that's going to let you, split a course with friends, right? I mean, as long as you're not trying to screw me over, then yeah, you can. If you get the course and you're like doing things like selling it online or whatever, then I'm just gonna sue your ass. I'm just gonna send you cease and desist. But thankfully that hasn't happened yet. But if you're just buying a course and like you got a friend you want to split with, yeah, no problem, you're good. So. Someone says, hi from Toronto. That's where I grew up. Awesome. Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to go for a couple more minutes. Do you need 2 seller accounts for 2 different product brands? No, you don't need 2 accounts. You can just have it both under one seller account. The reason why you'd want 2 seller accounts is because that way you'd kind of diversify. If one account gets suspended for whatever reason, which can happen, then you've got your second account. So yeah, I'd recommend it. How long did it take me to earn a full-time income when you listed your first product? Literally like a week, because my product went, my successful product was profitable very quickly. So, and it was a lot of money. So right away I flew to the Bahamas because I was like, this is awesome. Okay, this is a good question. What do I recommend to start? Online arbitrage or private labeling. If you've got no money, online arbitrage. And combine that with hustling in real life. I don't know, clean windows, mow people's lawns, clean cars, whatever. Just do something, figure it out. Have money from your job. I had to clean windows when I was first starting. So that's what I recommend to start. And then move as quickly as you can to private labeling and investing into your first product, because private labeling is the most sustainable way to secure passive income, in my opinion, right now. So can someone do Amazon from the Caribbean? Yeah, you can do Amazon from anywhere in the world, because all you need is a computer. You never see your product, you never touch it, you never obviously have to package anything. It's all, your supplier ships right away to the factory in the United States or wherever you're selling. So for mentorship, do I do Skype? Like I said, no, I don't do Skype, because those are coaching calls. So for mentorship, you get unlimited access to me to my personal Facebook, which I think is even better, because you can reach me 24 hours a day. If you've got 2 Amazon accounts, is it going to show everything on one storefront? No, it's 2 totally separate storefronts. They're not going to know that it's the same. Okay, this is a good question. How is your FBA business affected when new competitors to your niche enter the market? So it depends. If they know what they're doing, then they can take a portion of your sales. However, if you've got an established brand, and if you actually worked on your brand, you made your thing look, you put a logo on it, you made the box design look awesome, you made everything look great, listing is amazing, you've got nothing to worry about, because people recognize your brand. Like a customer would buy from you, and then, they would tell their friend like, hey, I bought this, brand, I bought the product from this brand, and, that's why you want to build a brand instead of just selling random stuff and, competing with everybody on Amazon. So. By the way, shout out to everybody from Vancouver. I think it's the best place in the world. I went there in August. I think it's the best place in the world. And I'm Canadian, so I actually can't, be in the United States forever. So I've really got no options. I'm not going to move to Bali or anything like that, because I want to grow the channel. I want to grow everything. So Vancouver is the plan in April, May. Okay, if you don't ever see your product, how do you ensure quality? Do I get samples? I don't get samples because I know how to I know how to select manufacturers that I can tell are serious and they're not in the business of trying to scam you and they're trying to, send you bad products. Because even if you do get a sample, guys, think about it this way. If you ask for a sample and you don't know whether the supplier is legit or not, they can just send you a good, version of your product and then, put 1,000 units of bad, of some crap, right? So that's how that works. What's my Snapchat? All the social media stuff, the links are in the description below. Do I actually use any of my products? No, I don't care about any of my products at all whatsoever. I would never in my life use them. I think. But yeah, I think that's the beauty of business, right? So I think that's it. Yeah, so anyway, gonna go ahead and finish the stream now. So if you guys are interested in the course, the link is in the description below. It will be closing soon. I'll probably announce that soon. The Amazon Freedom course. Follow me on social media. Join the Amazon Freedom Entrepreneurs Facebook group. It's the best Facebook group, and I'm on there a lot answering people's questions and things like that. The link for that is in the description below. It's completely free. And yeah, reach out to me on social media. Hope you guys absolutely kill it in 2018. And if you guys are really doubting yourselves about whether making money online is possible, whether passive income is a lie, whether passive income is true, stop. Just stop. You got to realize, stop playing games. There's one guarantee. People are making a ton of money online, and not just one person, a lot, like millions. So there's nothing stopping you from doing that as well. And the reason I stress money, so much is because money allows you to have freedom, allows you to travel, buy whatever you want, have a great life. Most of people's worries are money problems, right? So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video and the stream, and I'll probably do this once a week. So yeah, anyway guys, gonna sign off now. Reach out to me, Snapchat, Instagram. See you guys soon. Peace.